Hello, everybody, and welcome to our webinar titled Goodbye Tights That Squeeze and Roll and Hello Statement Legwear for All Shapes and Sizes. My name is Sibylle Bald, and I am at the LYCRA Company responsible for marketing in legwear. Now, before we dive deep into all shapes and sizes, I have two housekeeping items. One housekeeping item, that webinar is recorded. And because of that, you can watch it 2 times, 3 times, send it to a colleague who is interested, or you are waiting 2 days to see it on YouTube, or you contact one of us. And the contact details you will see at the end of that webinar. The second point is, if you want to raise questions, there is a button at the bottom of your screen, and that says Q&A. Please write down the questions you want to ask. If time allows, we are going to answer all your questions. If time does not allow, I promise we will come back personally to you. So if I look outside today, it's a wonderful February day in the Northern Hemisphere. It's actually a little bit too warm for winter. And on a day like today, there would be lots of wonderful women walking outside of my window, because I'm living in the middle of a big city, wearing dresses, hosiery, and skirts with hosiery. But this is not the case today, because most of the people are working from home. And that means clothing habits have changed as well. But there is one trend which has not changed in the last, I would say, decade, even longer. And this is that the size range is extended and that we have a higher BMI generally, for sure, in the Western countries of the world. So our intention today is actually twofold. For the companies who are not so far invested in the plus size range, so going from what we would call the standard normal size into extending their size range, we want to give them reasons why it would be good to look into it. For the companies who are already there, what we want to show is, with the fashion trends of autumn winter 21-22, we want to give you a lot of inspiration of wonderful garments. And these garments will be not only shown with wonderful styling and colors, but as well with the best technical solutions possible for the plus size range. Having talked about the fashion trends, now I'm going to introduce the wonderful united female power on that call. So Annemarie Commandeur from the Style Institute Amsterdam is the lady who will present us the fashion trends. The Style Institute Amsterdam is very, very known for their expertise in trend hunting and fashion forecasting, and they are really very good in innerwear. So we are working with the Style Institute since years on making our legwear collection, which a lot of you will see every year. Then I do have Tammy Dingle with me on the call, and she is our project lead when it comes to what type of garments do we produce for our collection with inclusive size. Then Ting He, and she is the R&D lead to make sure we are always choosing the best fibers, the best constructions to really make it a totally fulfilling type of garment. Last but not least, the two wonderful ladies, the strategic account managers for North America, Jennifer Strong, and the strategic account manager in Europe, Katharina Dörnfeld. And these two ladies will be your first go-to ladies in case you have any questions. With this one long introduction, I want to dive into facts and figures. Next slide. Okay, so I want you to think about a balance, like one of these old balances. You know, you weight something on the one side and then you try to find the right weight to balance it out. Now, on your right-hand side, what you are seeing, the bar graph, is the percentage of adult women in the 4 countries mentioned above with a BMI greater than 25. BMI greater than 25 means, by definition, overweight. Now, I want you to take 2 facts out of this bar graph. The one is, it is a high number of ladies, adult ladies with a BMI greater than 25. The numbers are greater than 70% in the countries below. The second thing I want you to take out of that graph is it is a growing number. So it did not only grow because we have the pandemic and eating is easier than exercising. It did as well forecast to grow before, and it will be probably forecasted to grow afterwards. So one side of your balance, a huge amount of consumer who really want to purchase greater sizes. And on the other side of the balance is what is in the offer. So your classical demand supply. In the offer, what you have, when the numbers which I found was in the US last year, there were between 15 and 25% of all revenue in apparel done with sizes greater than 14. So looks like a misbalance, right? And the second one, which struck me even higher, it really insults me personally, I have to say, in the high-end fashion, the number of SKUs offered online very often are smaller than 5%. To understand more about the reasons of the industry, why it is like that, I want you to hand over to my colleague, Tammy.
When you consider the projected BMI growth of adult working harder to meet their demands. Like the age-old question, which comes first, the chicken or the egg? Well, in this particular case, I'm not sure who's the chicken and who's wearing the banner of the egg. But for the brand and retailers, from their perspective, there are several reasons why they've shied away from making the investment when it comes to the plus size community. For whatever reason, they have a preconceived notion that plus size women are just not interested in fashion. They've shied away because of the additional costs associated with producing or creating new, larger garments. And they always have to contend with limited spacing when it comes to the department stores. But the most important reason they've shied away is because of their return on investment. But if you flip the script and look at it from the consumer's perspective, they're really dissatisfied with what's being offered. Most times, the clothes are either poorly designed, they're using poor fabric choices, there's limitations in the ranges of sizes that are being offered in some of the brick and mortar stores, and there's limited availability when it comes to something that you do like. It's not there on the racks. This type of frustration have driven them to the online retailers. But there is interest and demand. When it comes to fashion, we're all looking for the same things, regardless of size. But sometimes through marketing campaigns, slogans, and store displays, women are made to feel less secure. There are common misconceptions when it comes to fashion and plus size women, and we know what they are, that they're not confident, they're ashamed of their appearance, and that they're not disciplined. But are you familiar with Lizzo? Suffice it to say, she's neither of those. Part of being inclusive is understanding that we are all beautiful, empowered to be and feel how we want. The value in our self-worth should never be determined by what size we wear. Regardless of our size, we all want the same thing, and that is to be comfortable, to have fit, durable, and fashionable garments. Pre-pandemic, there were several avenues for shopping when it came to the plus size woman. You had the specialty brick and mortar stores such as Lane Bryant's and Catherine's. You had the traditional department stores that were beginning to offer expanded sizes. And then you had the online plus size retailer. But during this pandemic, and as it has lingered on, many of the traditional and specialty stores have either had to file for bankruptcy or close altogether. And in most cases, some of the online retailers have been reduced as well. Excuse me. So the question is, why should you shift your focus? Because the need is still there and the BMI is expected to grow. The plus size community is ready now.
So we have been working on the trends, and we decided that it would be important to start with a theme which was desire, since we believe in messages of hope and positivity as a way forward. Since we live in this surreal and turbulent moment of time, and we hope for enlightenment and liberation. So we felt it important to focus on LYCRA innovations that address our pursuit for pleasure, for comfort, care and indulgence. And on the other hand, we also need to address the overarching and ongoing desire for ways to do good. So the innovation concepts we propose today are not just about what's new, but they are also inspired by a sincere interest in improvement and in longevity. So I now introduce you to the 4 directions we've been working on. We've been focusing on fiber and technology solutions embedded in progressive design. And we start with a theme named vanity, which is about finding both durable value and joy in things glamorous. And the theme we called homework, which celebrates the idea of nothing new, iconic fashion, heritage. Then soft spots, which shows a return to more holistic forms of well-being, and footloose, which is all about fun, Instagrammable, and storytelling legwear. It's important to emphasize that these are themes fit for all shapes and sizes. And today we show you how all of these can translate into desirable and performing plus-size garments. To start with the theme vanity. Because this is a generation of digital natives and they see themselves as stars in their own movie. They can be anyone they want to be. Legwear can facilitate new ways of self-expression with the help of the so-called body positive movement that teaches women to be comfortable in their bodies. And we've been looking for elegant legwear solutions that are decorative and desirable. Elaborating on popular and nostalgic fashion themes like lace, logos, and Art Deco graphics. The palette we used is silver, bronze, blush, black, and burgundy, colors you might know very well for hosiery. They are very timeless. Because in this theme, we use color to design well-loved products that stand the test of time. So garments that withstand long-term use and outlast fashion trends. This is all about finding joy in things glamorous that boost our sense of beauty, our good spirits, our happiness. And we've been looking at exciting garments that make the wearer beautiful and that have emotional longevity. And we would like to frame legwear as a functional fashion tool that makes it possible for people to be the best version of themselves.
LYCRA Exceptional Technology is our baby. It was our first garment that was designed for the larger size woman. It has it's a patented technology that combines both garment construction and the use of LYCRA 962L in a unique way that creates a garment that is comfortable and has more stretch. It eliminates the need for panels and unsightly seams by creating a garment that is more comfortable. And it addresses the major gaps that women often feel. This chic snakeskin pattern hosiery allows the woman to be confident as well as comfortable. And these garments can be knit on a standard hosiery machine. Here's the latest version from our last collection, LYCRA Exceptional. It has a non-conventional waistband that prevents roll-in and digging into the skin. It has an asymmetrically knit pattern that allows for more spacing in the panty and more volume in the hip area. And the use of special yarns allows for the thigh area to minimize any friction, making it a more durable garment. LYCRA Exceptionnel was created for the, for the fashion conscious woman so that she could look her best without compromising on comfort.
From a fashion perspective, I'm sure you've seen that logo mania continues. Here we show it with a subtle, minimalist approach for these next two footies. It really is a simple, fashion-forward way to align yourself with a brand. Now, some quick background on this technology. We did a survey of 1,000 women, 200 people each in the UK, Italy, France, Germany, and the US to understand why women wear ankle-length hosieries, whether you call them footies or ankle highs. 75% of the women wore them and wear them, and 40% of them are wearing them regularly. And they wear them for several different reasons. They don't want to wear shoes without socks. They wear them as an alternative to knee highs, and many wear them as a fashion accessory, which this one here definitely is. Also, this survey found that 4 out of 5 women were not happy with their current selection. LYCRA Made to Fit You technology gives her an ankle high that stays in place. The technology gives her a balance of force and compression, regardless of the size of the leg and the foot, which allows you to have an ankle high that doesn't dig into her skin or fall down and slip into her shoe. The engineered pink ribbon cuff on this pair here subtly shows the LYCRA brand and is knit with just enough force to avoid slipping down and with just enough compression to have it stay in place without digging into the skin. Before we jump into the technology for this one, I just want to call some attention to the styling and design of this thigh high. The sneakers and the sheer hosiery look so smart, and this combination is really supercharged. Now onto the technology challenge of finding that balance of force and compression for a thigh high. But a failure here is much more awkward or embarrassing than just having a footie slip down into your shoe. The top band of thigh highs are the biggest concern for consumers. They complain about them falling down, not staying in place, or they're too tight. This was the consensus of over 2/3 of respondents in a survey we held in the UK, Germany, and Italy. So we set out to find a solution across a wide range of leg circumferences and develop standards for LYCRA Made to Fit You technology specifically for thigh highs. The top of this thigh high has a discrete band which is knit in a patented no-roll construction that fits smoothly and effortlessly around the leg, regardless of thigh circumference. There is not a sewn-in band. It is directly knit into the thigh high, and the silicone is directly applied to the tube. For this one here, I really want to call attention to the fashion element that Anna Marie has done with this. The strategically placed linear pattern, you can see how it enhances that smooth silhouette of the leg. There's the open toe, and if you have a set of garments from this collection, it really does feel like a second skin.
So to continue with the theme called homework, we are pairing classics with contemporary reissues. And although most of us are working and studying from home, we still want to look good and to show off our sophisticated tastes. The entrepreneurial younger generation likes wearing nice clothes on screen, and they dress up for the occasion, and they are fond of classic college style and club dressing. They want to align with what's trusted and comfortable, and they make a choice for updated, proven classics and respected fashion. The palette we've been working with is nostalgic. It's basic, it's warm and mellow, and there's a very strong 70s influence coming in both fashion and interior design. And this is all being reflected in a comfortingly familiar color range, including biscuit, hazel, ginger, plum, teal, and aqua. The fashion savvy and sophisticated look for quality garments in a timeless palette and cut is something we are quite familiar with, but we see that the silhouettes change. They are looking for new things, but they also explore vintage treasures and rotating wardrobes. They see their clothes as currency. They buy, they resell, they look for unique pieces and iconic looks. And in the hosiery and underwear, there we need to have brand new and performing pieces to match these classy looks.
Sportswear has such tremendous impact on ready-to-wear business that is now creative to create hybrids, combining sportswear feeling with relaxed city wear or even business or dress socks. This compression knee highs make you look good, but also feel good. For those of you not familiar with compression wear, the socks with carefully designed compression can help the blood circulation and reduce leg swelling, which is proved by medical researchers for many years. The key is how to engineer the gradual level of compression from ankle to calf to give the right circulation. The LYCRA Energize brand can help you with that by provide lifestyle compression level and give you young selection advice, compression test, and also certification services. This knee sign with carefully designed can allow gentle massage to energize the leg throughout the day and also help contouring and shaping the legs all day long. So it is a perfect combination of fashion, beauty, and function. Let's have a close look of the style. These knee highs give a new look of compression sock based on lifestyle consumption patterns. Manipulated herringbones become enlarged and twisted. The color is reminiscent of business looks, while the XXL herringbone patterns add speed and dynamics to the garment. They make smooth transition between home office to home gym. The ankle is knitted with a higher compression than the calf, providing a medium level compression for LYCRA Energize brand requirement and help the blood circulation from the bottom of the foot back to your heart. It will be a perfect for a home work day to massage your legs, no matter you are sitting in front of laptop for the conference calls or actively running on the treadmill. Next, we'll look at another versatile style, but not for compression anymore. This style is created for comfy and casual wear. Tammy just mentioned the need of enrich the offer of inclusive size women. So here is an example of versatile style with classic plaid pattern. We worked on our iteration for underwear and ready-to-wear hybrids for consumers. This garment makes the bare leg really comfortable and happy. It is casual enough to wear anywhere in the house, but it also can be worn as pants together with sweater for virtual gathering with friends or conference calls with your colleagues. It also can be worn with a white t-shirt on top, just walk your dog around the house. So there is no need to hide this figure-enhancing, spectacular, smooth jacquard knit. So when we talk about technical side, here we introduce a new LYCRA Next 62L fiber to extend its stretch, help brand and retailer to reduce extra SKUs and return rate for online shopping. So you have heard of Next 62L a couple of times. So let's spend a little minute to introduce this new patent pending yarn fiber for us. We engineer Next 62L fiber from the polymer backbone to give a softer stretch and also insufficient contract power. Most of inclusive size women need a little extra room here and there. So there are more body shapes in plus sizes than regular sizes. Then it requires a smarter garment that is so soft when it's stretched and is still firm when it holds. Next 62L we created for that. It's so smart to give extra stretch on body to fit more sizes and fit more body shapes. It is strong and durable enough to keep the shape retention after wearing, sweating, washing, and drying. It's so durable. And also think about inclusive size women have more chances to fall in between sizes. A 1X waistband can go with a 2X bottom. So Next 62L fiber can help those consumers with a customized fit feeling. In addition to all of that, all this extended stretch won't make the garment look bigger. In comparison with the regular LYCRA fiber, these two bar charts showing that the Next 62L fiber in orange give the same relaxed layout on shelf, but when put on body stretched, it gives more fitting, and it's about 4 centimeters or 1.5 inches more. All those features can help to minimize extra use and reduce returns. And we do offer neck 6L fiber in multiple DC tags, not only for leg and panty, but also for waistband. As Tammy also mentioned in sheer hosiery, and we'll cover it through the seamless. And we will bring back more styles later.
We will now round out the assortment for LYCRA Made to Fit You technology with the innovation for knee highs or trouser socks. We continue to see sheer knee highs being appreciated for their comfort as women are wearing fewer skirts and dresses. From a fashion perspective, we wanted these to look stylish enough to be visibly worn with city shorts, crop trousers, or ankle pants. As with ankle highs and thigh highs, we have a proprietary knitting method to deliver against the two main consumer issues of red marks being left on your skin from the cuff digging in, or they're slipping and falling down. The standards were developed to offer all-around comfort across a diverse range of leg sizes. These knee highs are comfortable and stay in place. And one of the interesting results of our wear test was that 2 out of 3 non-wearers from our study said that they would now consider wearing knee highs, highlighting the potential to grow the category and build consumer loyalty. This specific knee high is really interesting in how it looks so incredibly different depending on your skin tone. For some, the large dots here are really visible. And for others, it's the smaller, more detailed circles that really stand out.
Continue with the following theme, which is soft spots. Here we focus on slowing down and on a return to more holistic forms of well-being. Wellness pioneers are looking at how they can carve out a new rhythm in daily life. They are trying to shift their focus from enhancement to enjoyment, and they want to live better and change the relationship with the products in their life. This is about curbing out excesses, distinguishing between what we want and what we need, and this careful and considered approach translates in a calm, soft palette. The subtle and sober color direction offers a refreshing, more minimalist approach with shades that allow interesting textures to stand out, like honey, peach, dust. We also have a range of whites, black, and a cloud blue tone. Considerate consumers are looking for brands and products that meet their needs quietly and without fuss. It's soft touch, enhanced tactility, comforting textures which are appealing, which they desire. Comfort, self-expression, and self-improvement are fundamental to living. And we do believe that such essential human needs will continue to drive fashion purchases.
We talked about neck 6L fiber in seamless for softer stretch. Here, we're using the same fiber, but using a finer DC tag for very sheer hosiery. Tammy introduced the LYCRA exceptional technology. This is the same technology, but the shorter version at mid-thigh and really for the summertime. We also have non-conventional waistband and unsymmetrical panty construction accommodate a variety of body shapes. But in addition to that, we have anti-shedding panels at the inner side to help increase the comfort and bring the confidence to the woman. And this can be worn under a dress or a skirt, and also make a fun color and match with a softer style. Adding 962L can make it softer, stretch, and comfortable fit, and easier to put on and off. It's perfect select for the summer season. And when we use the neck 6L again in the shapewear, the neck 6L fiber can be directly knit or covered with a regular covering process. After covering, it could have a softer hand and a better durability. This style can be applied all shades from light beige to dark chocolate to match with all the beautiful skin tones and keep modesty. We offer the higher DC tags of neck 6L here for a firm fitting support. It is still easy to put on and off and stays secure during all the activity. When you're in the garment moves with you like a second skin. And when bending down to reach something on the ground, the garment stays and reduce rolling and folding of the waistband. The garment keep the body silhouette curvy and smooth. No digging, no right mark, no muffin top. As we said, all plus women want is the same as the regular sizes. By Next to our fiber, we are capable to provide all the comfort and staying at the same to the plus size women too.
The fourth and final theme is Footloose, and here it's all about fun. We focus on a young crowd that feels a sense of urgency as a reaction on the challenging events. Their awareness is expressive, energy, inclusivity, and humor. And they show their emotions and attitudes through fashion. They design their own future, but they also design their own fashion. For them, we are curating highly Instagrammable and storytelling legwear. And we translated this in garments that are appealing, fun, expressive, and even activist. We work with a vibrant and expressive palette, one that facilitates playful creativity. The colors are linked to individual tastes, to opinions and attitudes. People need color in their lives and in their wardrobes, and we see there is a definite desire for more color in the plus size segment. The range includes flashy lime, fuchsia, almond black, and 2 shades of mint. Today's youth are savvy people. They demonstrate resilience, hope, and creativity in the face of COVID-19, but also in the looming climate crisis. Every piece on this page can be considered heirloom, rich with sentiment and narrative. And for legwear, we envisioned a mixture of storytelling patterns in an abundance of strong colors.
So as we heard already quite a lot about the LYCRA Made to Fit You technology, I want to stay here a little bit with the design. So Annemarie just explained, in today's world, and probably especially for the younger generation, clothes is much more than clothes. And you know, with fashion and what you're wearing, you really want to showcase who you are and what you want to be. And this is exactly what we are showcasing here with this wonderful, colorful knee-high, supporting the LGBT community. And I'm sure when you're wearing this knee-high, you will not only feel confident, but also feel super comfortable. Okay, so here you will probably hear me say the word combination quite a lot, but it is because we are combining so many things here. So we are combining fashion, function or performance, how I would call it, and as well sustainability. And let me start with the sustainability part first here. So you see in the illustration really on the left side below how our Coolmax EcoMade and Thermolite EcoMade fibers are made. They are made out of 100% post-consumer PET bottles that are shredded and then made again into a fiber or yarn that can be used in such a garment like you see it here in that picture. As we talk here fiber performance, I think it's important to mention that it's really a permanent function, permanent performance that really does not wash off. So what are the other things that we are combining? Here, this all-season technology, we are combining the hollow fiber that is for warmth and the multi-channel fiber that is to make you feel cool and dry and moving the moisture away. And how this translates into product features, I will explain in the next slide. So as we are in the category Footloose and all is about storytelling, I want to tell a story here. And it's about a lady, the wardrobe, and their dog, because finally a small puppy joined the family. And imagine it's a spring-summer season and it's very early in the morning and you have to take your dog outside for a walk. Well, as it's early in the morning, it's still a little bit fresh. So I can assure you that when you would wear this garment here, you would still have this, how can I say, comfortably warmth that you need on such an early morning. At the same time, when you decide during your lunch break to go out for a run, of course, your dog will join. Again, this legging will do the job because you will feel cool and dry, the moisture will be transported away, and I'm sure you and your dog will perform the best that you can. Okay, so now we are switching to a different season. So from summer season, I want you now to imagine the winter season and let's think about a nice ski holiday. And of course, remember, because we have the dog is joining the ski holiday. And finally, it comes again to that morning where you have to go outside in the snow and walk your dog. Well, wearing this leggings here that is featuring the thermal and far infrared technology, it will make it probably much easier to wake up and get outside. Why is it? So the thermal and far infrared technology is something special. We have special ceramic pigments that are spun in the thermolite fiber here that will create warmth. It will create gentle warmth because these ceramic pigments will actually reflect your own warmth, your own body energy, and therefore make you feel warmer and creating that warmth, so to speak. Again, now we are still in the ski holiday, and now you're getting finally dressed to enjoy the ski pits. I love this garment here really very much. It's seamless garment. It's a base layer that you can perfectly wear under your ski outfit. It's featuring the same technology, the thermolite far infrared technology. So for sure, you will also feel comfortably warm while being on the piste. And the other hand here is on the talking about the design a bit is we heard that these animal patterns, we are always interpreting in new fun ways. And I think this garment is really featuring it in a such elegant and luxury way. And that's what I love about all the garments that we just saw. You know, we are combining function, fashion, and that for all sizes. And I think that's what the ladies are really looking for. And with that, I want to lead into a short video.
I'm ahead of the game. Always bringing them caught up on the line. Got a string around my finger, remember who am I? I'm a boss and I'm honestly off my rocker, but follow me, I'm ahead of the game. I'm ahead of the game. I'm only ever slinging, I'm working overtime. Got a song and I'm the singer, the melody, the vibe. I'm a prodigy, logically I'm impossibly wanted, and they'll remember my name. They'll remember my name. Ooh,
So, wow, thanks that you stayed with us. Thanks that you stick with us. So coming back to our incoming questions, the one was for the companies who had not yet decided if they want to go along the way of producing something for the inclusive size, offering a larger size range. I hope we gave you some more tools in order to make the decision easier. And for the second ones who are already in it and who invested time, I think our most important point is make the garments look good, make the garments look stylish. Just believe that this woman, all the women want to wear it, and all the women want to look beautiful, as Tammy said. So the first comment I want to make, I got a very, very, very nice question, which wasn't a question, which was like, we really love your images. So we are so happy that we are showing that images, and thank you very, very much for that comment. Now I have a bit of time to ask some questions. I got some, and I'm going to start with Annemarie, because that's our specialist for fashion. So Annemarie, the question is, do you have a specific fashion or styling element you pick specially for inclusive sizing or larger size ranges?
Now, when it comes to trends, as I already mentioned, we really think we should have everything as well for plus size. I think that's the main message. And where we a couple of years ago, we might have thought, okay, there are specific things we can't do, probably. We now see a younger generation who is very much against that. They are very much aware of their bodies. They want to be happy with their bodies, whatever shape they have. So they really decide for themselves what they think is desirable or beautiful. So on the other hand, of course, we also have to be aware of the technology. So I think there we have to sometimes really think with the technicians how we could manage to develop something specially with good fit and good comfort.
Thank you, Annemarie. So I did get a question which is specially targeted for Tammy, because it's about what size range can you fit. the question was really like, a lot of people will have only certain amount of diameters available. So with everything we showed, where can we go? Which type of sizes could we eventually accommodate?
Good question. We had a chance to do some extensive wear testings with models that were ranging between the sizes 14 and 20. And what we were able to determine is that for seamless and LYCRA exceptionnel, that sizes up to a size 20 US were comfortably, it was a comfortable fit for those sizes. But if you would like to reach out to us further, we do have additional data with international comparisons that you can see and more information regarding circumferences around the calves and ankles for LYCRA made to fit you technology. Thank you.
Yeah, so we did everything on standard machines. That's the message. And we can show how far you can go. Jennifer, question to you. Very normal question, like, were all bands knit the same way for the made to fit you technology?
Yeah, the bands for the ankle high, the trouser sock, and the thigh high are all different, and there's different brand standards and guidelines for all of them. So again, like Tammy said, reach out and we can cover all of the details from a knitting construction standpoint and help you from the development through on those.
So a lot of questions on compression. I tried to summarize them for you, Ting. So was the compression which we showed, first of all, was it medical? One question. The next one, was that hosiery or socks? Was that LYCRA Energize really done on socks? And I had actually one more. While you answer, I will look it up.
So the sample we show is not for medical, although we can do medical level. So it depends on different country. Medical have a certain regulation of the compression level. For US is 14 millimeter mercury or higher is medical, and our yarn is capable to higher. But here we're providing this lifestyle compression with more stylish. So you can target to our traditional consumers. With the second question is
was it done for hosiery, the LYCRA Energize, or is that really done? Can that be done for socks? Is that as well applicable for socks?
So the sample we show the compression socks is based on socks machine, and it's the socks. But the same technology and regulation we can achieve on the hosiery machine too for knee-high hosiery. So yes,
I think the question really came from the sock producer. So yeah. So okay, thank you. And Katharina, I do have a question for you. It's about sustainability, who were guessing differently. So the question is how we guarantee and track our sustainability criteria. How are we credible?
Yes, so for our Coolmax and Thermolite Eco-Made fibers, we do have the GRS certification. And I think we all could talk so much more about sustainability. So again, here I can say the same, reach out to us if you want to know how that process works and what belongs to all of it, so to say.
So I think I gave everybody one chance. I have 11 more questions, which I think we will going to answer them later. So thank you. And Sarah, if you'd like to show us the last screen, thank you. So this is how you can reach all of us. There was one question which I want to answer here with the last slide. All the garments are available from us. Every single one you can have. They are available with the marketing claims, and they come as well with the technical recipe on how to knit them. Now, obviously, they are all so much proprietary that you have to knit them with our fiber. And with this, I thank you a lot for taking the time with us, sticking with us, and goodbye.